welcome to CAF TV. Alex Bastiavansky here in the studio alongside CAF Director Phil Ionati. And I know why you're asking, why is Phil back in here? It's only been 4 weeks since he was in on the show. Well, it was a long weekend again this past weekend. No games in CAF, and we figured it was a good time. It's a good time as any for a little review of some of the things that's happened and some of the things that are coming up. So welcome back.
Thanks, Alex.
We can't get rid of you.
Fun to spend time with you.
He has too much fun in here. That's why. The time just too many years of doing this back and forth. It goes so fast. So let's chat about it. You know, season launched the last weekend of May. A lot of great stuff going on, and I mean, from everything you've seen so far, let's start with the kids, because I mean, those are always your favorite. The real youngsters are out there at Dixie and 407. Are you happy with the way things are going?
We're, very happy in the sense that we've seen massive growth, right? And we're trying to accommodate, because our goal here is just let everyone play, right? To get them out, and through that system, hopefully there's some talent that you'll be able to see and recognize and help them. You know, that's why it's called development system, pathway for success. How do we help them? And you see that many people from 9 years old all the way to 12 at one complex playing like 10 games in a day, within an hour. Sorry, 80 games. It's like, this is amazing. This is awesome. So we really enjoy it, and it's just a full day sense of like a tournament every weekend. And we've already identified a few talented players, which we're excited about. And eventually, their goal is to play in the super group. Right? How do we find those kids at young ages? Watching the super group saying, I want to be on your show. I want to be able to see myself have the goal of the week, which obviously you do a great job, great saves of the week. It's just exciting for the players, and why wouldn't it be?
So the kids doing great. Speaking of super groups, we should get to the super groups. Let's start with the under 14s. It's been extremely competitive all year. It's been a lot of fun to watch. Have a win. And you go to the top and you see Epic, always a strong program, of course, but the ADP under 14s have been absolutely lights out. Both ADP and Epic are undefeated. It's a dogfight at the top, and they've got a big showdown coming in August where they finally will face off against each other for the first time all year. But it's been a lot of fun, the under 14s, hasn't it?
And been out to watch the boys play, and it's exciting to watch these guys play the game, movement of the ball, understanding the game, positioning is very good.
It's London Elite as well. London Elite, beautiful game.
So we got some quality teams in that age category, and I'll be honest with you, Alex, I think every year it's going to just get better and better. Why? Because the 13s that are now at the place of where the 14s were last year, we got some talent there.
Absolutely.
So next year we have to make some big decisions. What are we going to be doing? Are we going to maybe open up super group,
even more?
Super group from 13 all the way up, because the demand's there and the quality's there. And the key here, why the super group is so critical, is the fact that we need these players to understand the importance of professionalism at a young age. Right? When they're playing overseas in Europe, it's that level all the time. It's that respect, it's that discipline, it's that commitment, and we have to do that, and we're fortunate to have, a great program like this that we can showcase that talent. Who knows what will be watching out there? There might be a national coach or a professional team who will see that 13, 14-year-old and do something amazing and say, hey, let's give that kid a call. Let's give him a chance, and that's what we're here to do.
And they're going to be professionally trained already with their CAF experience. Under 16s, you got to touch on. Fantastic group as well, very competitive. Epic at the top, alongside with first-year CAF Supergroup team Mississauga United has been very impressive.
Yeah, they, Rafael and John Duich, two great guys coming from the system, understanding the game. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle when they play against each other, and it's good to see. Everyone's given that opportunity and pushing for the top, and it's competitive games that you get all the time. One of the teams was struggling at the beginning, and all of a sudden it's picked up, some wins, and that's what this is all about. It's about getting confidence, understanding your opposition, and finding ways to push forward. Right?
Pace FC. Pace FC.
You took it on my
What a fantastic story. No, that's why, because I didn't think you were going to say the name. I had to. Pace FC started off losing 3 straight and pretty badly, and then bounced back their last 4 games. They've been absolutely phenomenal to watch, They just gelled. They started gelling, basically. Their coach even said he didn't realize how crazy the competition was going to be in the super group. It opened their eyes. It took them a little while to adapt, but they raised their level. We got about 45 seconds. Let's quickly touch on the open group. Top to bottom, extremely competitive in the open group. Is this what you envisioned when you started this group this year?
You know what? Just pleased to see it all. I didn't know some of the teams, how would they handle. Obviously, Toronto Croatia coming to be part of our program was important, in Brampton City, and some teams with that kind of experience. So I didn't know. To be honest, I didn't know, and I'm so happy to see Supernova, quality team,
right
good
up
ball,
by the top.
good ball
Supernova,
movement, Tony Ronca is, top class, always has been, just understands what it takes, helps so many people get scholarships. So very excited that everything's close. Anybody could be anyone on any given Saturday or Sunday.
Well, even Toronto Atomic, who were in last place a couple of weeks ago, had not won a single game, finally won a game. All their losses have been 1-goal losses, competitive all the way through. Stick around. We're about to come right back. More CAF TV, and we're coming back with a special guest from overseas. Stick around. Welcome back to CAF TV. Alex Bachavanski here with CAF Director Phil Iannotti. And as promised, we've got a special guest on the phone here. Ruben Flores, who is the director of CAF Academy last year, who was based out of, they were based out of Guelph, actually. His son Marcelo and his daughter Silvana actually also played for the team. They were a joy to watch all year. And all I'm going to say right now is that they are on an English adventure that they've been on since May to further their child's careers. And Ruben, are you on the phone with us now?
Hi, Phil. It's a pleasure. Yes, I can hear you very well, and thank you for having us here.
Okay, it's Alex and Phil. We're here in the studio, and you, in case people are wondering about the background noise, you're actually at a soccer game right now in England.
As usual, always on the pitch, Alex. Yes, we're watching. It's the first team of Needham Market, which is a team, an academy where I'm working right now, and trying to get this English adventure going on.
So, okay, so describe for us how exactly this first came about then, because this started back in May, I believe. So tell us the series of events that happened to lead to this adventure.
Well, just long story short, 2 years ago when we started the GAP Academy, the CAP in Guelph, I had an invitation to go to the Cayman Islands to coach the national team over there. And while doing that in the Cayman Islands, I met a coach that was running a camp from Ipswich Town Football Club. Steve Foley was running a camp. And Marcelo was there with me. He was invited to the camp. Long story short, Steve Foley liked Marcelo, and he invited us to come here to Ipswich Town and see what they do and how they work. As I was working in Guelph and in CAP, we came, we saw the system, we loved Ipswich Academy. I had a couple of players from the first year that came here, Marcelo and another kid that is now playing for TFC, and we built this relationship with them, and it's been 2 years on the books till this year when we have the opportunity to come. There was a job opportunity for me to come and work on a professional environment, and therefore to bring the family to be around with me and for the kids to open the door to a new experience, to a new level here in England.
Incredible. What did you want to ask?
That's amazing. Well, you know what, Ruben, you've done so much for Canadian soccer. Obviously, you and I, former teammates, and watching you and your children grow, it's been it was a blessing to have you part of our program, and we're looking forward to the growth of even CAP, as we talked about bringing players abroad to England now. You've opened doors, and we're excited about that. You talk about some players that have come from Canada, the Jamie Peters, the Craig Forrests, that played in Ipswich. How's the experience there right now for both Silvana, Marcelo, and yourself in the sense of being accepted, obviously from Canadian talent being there from before, and you being from Canada? How's that transition been?
You know what, Phil, yes, as you mentioned, it's a dream that started a couple of years ago, me and you in a convention to Philadelphia, and now all this. And one of my ideas coming here, besides working and opening the door for the kids, which I'll tell you a little bit about them, it was to also build CAF and get Canadian players an opportunity to do something else. That's what I'm here with Ipswich Academy and with Needham Market Academy. I'm trying to build up a program for Canadian kids to come. As a matter of fact, with your blessings, which I really appreciate and publicly thank you, we open CAF Home for Girls. It's going to be a girls program here in England because it's very virgin right now. There's not too many opportunities for the girls. Therefore, we're going to start a CAF program here where the Canadian girls or any girls can come here, study, and play football. The kids were well received. I have to tell you that the job that we've done in Canada, you, me, and the people that really loves the sport, the people that loves football, are the true developers. When we speak about people developing and teaching the kids the right thing, when they come here, it's not so far away. The kids have a chance to play here. They have a chance to compete. And it's proven. I have now, of course, it's the turn of my kids to do it because this is what I do for a living and this is what I came to work, therefore they have to come with me. But they're doing very well. Marcelo will be playing this year with the Ipswich Town Football Academy, where, like you said, Jason DeVos, Craig Forrest, Jamie Peters, Bruce Twomley, Frank Yallop, Canadian players that already been here.
Amazing.
So it's very good. They already know what a Canadian player is. All these guys, they did very well here. Therefore, they received Marcelo very well. And on the girls' side, Silvana is on a center of excellence. She went on trial for the Arsenal ladies. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too far from us, and we had to decline the invitation to play for the Arsenal ladies. But there's a center of excellence very close to where we are in Colchester, which is the city next to Ipswich, and she got offered a year contract to play with them. So they've been well received. They've done very well, and it's just opening the door for more players from CAF, from Canada, to come here and play and chase a dream.
Amazing.
It's fantastic. Well, I've got a question where I was going to ask Marcelo about the level of play and how he's finding it, and I was going to ask Silvana the same thing, but we've only got about 30 seconds until commercial, so I think the response would be way too long. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the experience so far and what you talked about the level of play and what you think we need to work on, and also maybe how the CAF experience last year and playing in the supergroup helped the kids. So we're going to cover all that stuff. If you can just hold on for a couple of minutes and we'll get back to you, okay?
Not a problem. Thank you, guys.
Okay, we are going to take a quick break. More CAF TV coming up in just a moment. Welcome back to CAF TV. Alex Bastiavansky here in the Rogers studio, joined by CAF director Phil Iannotti, and on the phone, very special guests all the way from England, members of CAP Academy from last year in the Supergroup. We've got CAP director Ruben Flores and his star pupil children Marcelo and Silvana, pardon me. So I was going to ask, first of all, Marcelo, if you can hear me. How are you finding it over there? I mean, Dad was talking about it, but how are you finding it, and how are you finding the level of play compared to what you had last year?
Amazing. I think the level is way higher and more faster and quicker. And in Canada, they were less quicker. It was more keeping the ball, try to build up from the back and score a goal. Here, and to build up from the back to the forward, usually it's a long ball and a control to play up in the third half of the pitch and score a goal quickly.
Excellent, but you're having a good time? You're enjoying it?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, every picture I've seen on Facebook, you guys don't exactly look like you're having a rough time over there. It looks like you're enjoying yourself, that's for sure. And Silvana, if you can hear me, how has your experience been so far? How are you finding the women's game over there?
It's amazing. I was quite worried at first because when I was first introduced here, I was just shown a bunch of house league girls, but as I was shown the different levels of playing, I've just loved the experience over here. Being able to play with all these teams I've watched on TV at my level, my age group, it's just been amazing.
That's amazing. Do you have something you want to add?
I want to know, how many games have you guys gone out to watch? You know, so far, obviously the season's starting very soon. How excited are you guys going to be able to watch football every day, every week? It's a different kind of culture out there. Are you excited? Who are we cheering for this year? Let's get your prediction now. Who's going to win the premiership? Silvana and Chicha. Who do you guys think?
I think Manchester City will win it this year.
Ooh. All right, write this down.
All right. And Silvana?
I think Manchester City or Leicester will win it again this year.
Leicester, back to back. That's
back
impressive.
to Leicester, yeah.
So I think we're going to go both.
They just got spanked pretty hard by PSG, though, in the international series. We'll have to see about that. Ruben, we said we were going to talk a little bit about the CAF experience. How did you enjoy it last year and having your program in there? And do you think that we're on the right path here when it comes to developing, because you know all about developing talent?
Absolutely, Alex. Feel like I'm never gonna be tired to repeat what a great opportunity some of the people that want to grab it and want to succeed are having with CAF. CAF is a true development program. The people that are running these academies and the league, we care about the player. We care about what football is. There's no personal agendas. There's no hidden agendas. I think that the level is very good, and I think that the seriousness and the professionalism that CAF provides is something that there's nowhere in Canada, and I think that the people are very, very lucky to have.
Cool.
Yeah, we're excited. Well, you know what, Ruben, obviously we're talking about how we can bring players over to England, having both Marcelo and Silvana there. One of the experience that you had, I just want to touch base on that. You went to Belgium with Next Gen. Obviously, we're doing some kind of relationship with Next Gen. How was the experience for Marcelo to go there in Belgium and play against those top quality players? Because we've already had some players from CAF get chosen to go over to the Iber Cup in Portugal. Now they're in Argentina. How was your experience being one of the people, obviously, that was there in Belgium?
This is one of the things, Phil. You're right. We can never forget all the opportunities that CAF is bringing to the Canadian football and to all these families and to all these academies and players. The trip with Next Generation to Belgium was fantastic. There was these games against Borussia Dortmund, against Hertha Berlin, Bruges, all quality teams that we played against there. And I think that if it wasn't for CAF and the relationship that we've been building, that would not be possible. I was part of a trip to Argentina where Next Generation is there right now. But let me tell you, I've been following them as well. The experience was great, but I know that they went to a couple other trips. And as a matter of fact, they're coming here to England as well. And I heard that there were some CAF players already selected. I used to have one of my kids from Guelph, Alex Babel, and he just came back from the Spain tournament, and I heard that he did fantastic. He was one of the top players over there. So once again, I think that CAF, the academies, the true developers, and the people that believe on the true football and that want to do the right steps and follow the right steps, I think CAF is a very good opportunity, very safe, healthy environment, very professional, and I think that they should be very, very thankful and appreciative of what they've been having right now.
Ruben, we've got 30 seconds. In less than 30 seconds, can you answer the question of how long this adventure is going on for? How long are you staying in England? Is this going to be a permanent thing? Are you planning on coming back? What's the story?
I can just tell you that I'm dreaming. I'm living the life on a dream, and I don't want to wake up. So that would be the answer. I don't want to wake up as long as the dream lasts.
Well, you know what? It was a pleasure having you guys last year in the program, as I mentioned, and on the show. And the kids were such a joy to watch the entire year. Some of the most skilled players we had, for sure. Thanks so much for being on the show, guys, and good luck in England. We'll check in for updates later on, okay? Thank you, guys. Welcome back to CAF TV. Alex Bastiavansky here in the Rogers studio, joined by CAF Director Phil Ionati, and we just had guest Ruben Flores on the phone from England. What a fantastic experience those guys are having so far. You got to admire Ruben. First of all, the guy, he's a professional footballer from Mexico in the past, comes to Canada, starts his own academy, knows the game backwards and forwards, and to see the passion he has for the game and as well for his family, to bring them over there to realize their dreams, it's amazing, isn't it?
Well, you heard him, what he said. He's living a dream, right?
Living the dream.
You know, living in Mexico and eating, breathing football every single day, and coming to Canada, like you were talking earlier, we're blessed to have so much in our fingertips. You know, it's just a beautiful country, Canada, and sometimes some of our players maybe don't starve for that opportunity like some players outside that football's away out of the country. Well, guess what? His family had an opportunity now to go ahead and move to England and be part of a great environment with football every single day, Alex. Yeah. So how much better than that is for him, you know, get to watch it every single day, and so pleased because he's such a good-hearted person. He knows the game. He's built a pathway for us to maybe even eventually bring some players over there. If our goal in our program is to find a player that can get a scholarship or go play professional, then Alex, we've done our job.
We could talk about Ruben all day because it's an exciting story, but we also want to cover some of the stuff that's coming up in CAF over the next few weeks. Well, first of all, another BMO day happened at, another CAF day at BMO Field with TFC happened back on Wednesday. Fantastic stuff. You know, the kids it's just seeing, 1,000 CAF kids there. They're just loving it. It's so much fun to see their faces when they get to take part in this stuff. You
know what? It's been an exciting year for us, and TFC is just wild, right? Every game that we go and make it CAF Day, we have over close to 1,000 people plus. You know, our members are now embracing Alex, and those kids, they love it. How can you not want to see a Javinko, who by far, to me, also in the past 3 games, is just carrying the team on his back. This is a true leader, by far, one, you know, if not the best players ever playing MLS. We have him in our own backyard. Let's appreciate him, respect him, and you know, be inspired by him, and go out and support him. And that's what we're doing. And if we continue to do that, this game will grow in our city. And
even more of an association now with TFC. Some new developments. What's happened?
Yeah, I met with them. You know, I've built a really good relationship with Stephen Caldwell. This guy is, you know, he's from Scotland, but I tell you right now, there must be some Canadian blood inside him, because, you know, he's trying to work and bring communities together. He's been inspiring. And for us in our program, Alex, we've been brainstorming what can we do to help our members, you know, to be showcased. So we talked about it. One of the next things that we might be doing very soon is picking the best of the best within our program to go play against potentially TFC Academy teams. Right. And by doing that, at the end of the day, if we could find a player that goes from our level to the next level, it's called progression. And that's what we're here to do. You know, and if all our members understand that, then eventually our professional clubs and our national team will get better. And what ends up happening is the arms spread strong right across the province. And now you embrace everybody. So we're pretty excited about it. You know, I echo this out to all the clubs and organizations. We need to support TFC, our professional program, because the stronger they become, the better chance our national team becomes successful. TFC
is going to be honoring one of our teams associated with CAF, which is Toronto, Croatia. Of course, back in 1976, they were known as Toronto Metros Croatia. They won the North American Soccer League Championship, the Soccer Bowl back then. It's such a fantastic story, and this year is the 40th anniversary, and Toronto Metros Croatia is being honored at BMO Field on the 27th of August, and just a tremendous honor for the team and the organization.
Yeah, you know what, and a lot of respect goes out to both organizations. One that won a championship, and the other one that's recognized.
And just recognizing, because not too often does that happen in Canada, that we recognize our past, because we do have a good soccer past when it comes to certain things, and that's one of them.
And that's key. That's called respect. And the more we respect one another in our programs within our country, I think that will make us pull all in the right direction, and we're looking forward to it. I think it's going to be an amazing day, August 27th. It's going to be, I'd be surprised if it's not close to sold out already, because TFC's has nothing but success already this past year. So they're playing against actually a team that I used to play with in Montreal. So it's an all-Canadian day, and I'm pretty excited to hopefully see some players that I used to play with. You know, coach is Mauro Biello. So I'm going to have to lean towards TFC winning the game and hopefully doing it for Croatia and Metros Croatia and everyone there.
We're almost out of time. Really quick, we've got like 30 seconds. Talk on about the Like a 3v3 coming up.
Yeah, you know what? This program is exciting. You got players getting a lot of touches on the ball. We did it last year. We had close to 1,000 people at the event. So this coming year, again, it'll be on. I think it's August. It's September 5th. Right? It's a Monday long weekend. So. Getting people out, touching the ball. Winners, you know, will end up qualifying for Disney. So just a great day of football and people touching the ball and playing the game they love.
It was fun last year. It's going to be fun this year. We are out of time. This always happens. We get to talk, and you never know we're out of time. Thanks so much for being here, buddy.
Oh, always a pleasure.
Okay, more CAF TV coming up next week. Have a good one, folks. Get out there and enjoy the games this weekend.